Hi, welcome to this audio presentation. My name is Justin Prince. In our next few minutes together, you're going to learn more about the Modere compensation plan. You'll learn a quick overview of how the compensation plan works. You'll learn why it's so unique and so dynamic and so lucrative. The potential is so high with this compensation plan. And then also you'll learn how to start building a business for yourself and how to structure a business to build residual income for you and for your family. The Modere compensation plan has really two sides. We have a promoter side and a builder side. The promoter side is when you're out promoting the products and building a customer base. The builder side is when you're out building a team. Now, if you imagine a plane that has two wings and an engine on each one of the wings, in Modere, there's almost two separate engines. One is your customer acquisition, building a customer base, and the second one is building a team. To maximize the plan, you actually would do both, but you can really play to your strengths. And it's part of what makes this plan so unique and so dynamic is the dual-sided compensation plan. Let's start for our discussion in the promoter side, which is the customer acquisition side. The first thing you're going to want to understand is what's called a customer pod. This simply means you begin as a social marketer and you go out and you use your discount code to start acquiring new customers. When those customers come in, make their first purchase, they go into what's called your customer pod. As they share with other customers, their customers go into your customer pod. As they share with other customers, their customers go into your customer pod. There's no limit to the amount of customers that you can have in your customer pod. This simple innovation, this simple concept alone has created a significant success for so many people as they've gone out and built these customer pods, not only with their own personal customers, but with their customers' referrals as well. In your customer pod, you can earn between 10 to 36% commission on all of the orders in your customer pod, whether you personally introduced them or someone else did. You can lock in a daily pay commission of up to 36%, and you can receive up to $200 a month of free products with our Live Clean credits. Our daily pay program works on both sides of our compensation plan, for both the customer side and the business team building side. Whenever a new customer or a new social marketer places their first order, you're eligible for the daily pay commissions, which are paid the next day. Now, on the customer side of the plan, it starts over here on the promoter side, the titles. It says promoter 1 and 2, and then it gets into our titles of bronze, silver, gold, and then 4 levels of platinum. The customer points, the acronym is CP. What this means is every time a person makes a purchase of Modere products, there's a point value attached to that cash purchase amount. And so this represents the different amount of points that you need to hit the different titles in the compensation plan. You'll notice, for example, bronze is 500, platinum is 3,000, platinum 3 is 9,000. Active customers is the next one over. Active customers just simply means that if someone in your customer pod places an order, that counts as an active customer. They don't have to have a reoccurring smart ship. They just need to place an order, and $1 or more counts for them as an active customer. Bonus is the amount of percentage of commission that you make as you start to build your customer points and hit these different titles. We go from 5% all the way up to 36% commission on that entire pod of customers. Now, the next one you'll notice is the earn at least. Now, this is based on the commissionable volume or commissionable value of the points in your pod. So as you hit bronze, if you have at least 500 CV, commissionable volume, the lowest you can make is $90 a month. As a platinum, the lowest you can make is $900 a month. As a platinum 3, the lowest you can make is over $3,000 a month. And then lastly is our Live Clean product credits, what's called LCC. These are free product credits that the company gives you every month that you hit that rank. So if you hit bronze, you'll get at least 50. If you hit platinum, you'll get 100. If you hit platinum 1 and above, you get $200 a month of free product. These spend as cash, and you can actually use these on your to order and try other Modere products. Now let's shift our attention to the builder side of the plan. So we have these two engines, right? The customer side and now the team building side, and you'll see how these fit together. In the builder side, we'll start with the titles. We have our whole separate recognition titles on the builder side, starting at consultant, going to senior consultant, team leader to senior team leader. Then we have 3 levels of directors and 3 levels of elite, with our top rank being elite 3 on the builder side. It has the acronyms or the short titles. Now, on the legs is, if a leg would basically be when you sign up a new social marketer, that counts as a leg. If you sign up a second separate social marketer and they're sidelined to that person, that would be a leg 2. A third social marketer would be leg 3. Now, you'll notice that to become an Elite 3, you need 3 TL legs. So what does that mean? That means to max out the Modere compensation plan, you only need 3 different legs. Now, you can build more, and I would actually encourage you to build more, but you can max out the entire plan with only 3 legs. And anyone in that leg that qualifies as a team leader, and this will make more sense as we get into what a team leader looks like, but a team leader or above counts for that entire leg. The next is the organizational points, or what's called OP. Your organizational points is the amount of total revenue that comes from your order, your social marketers' orders, your customers, and all of their customers. In other words, every single order that happens within your entire organization counts towards your OP. Now, to be a senior consultant, you'd have 1,500. A team leader would have 3,000. All the way up to an Elite 3 would have 400,000 of total organizational points, or this total volume. And then organizational points max leg, what that means is the amount of volume you can count from your biggest team. Now, the more that you go up in the plan, the more volume that the company allows you to count from your biggest team. So if one of your teams is kind of like a runaway leg, just really goes for it, then you only need 2 other lines to max the plan out. And you'd have at least 1 team leader in those lines, and then you'd have at least the appropriate amount of outside volume outside of that biggest team. That's what the max leg stands for. Let's talk about first order bonus. When you enroll a brand new social marketer, how much commission do you make? You'll earn 30% commission when you enroll a new social marketer. So for example, if a new social marketer that you enroll orders our XM collection, which is worth 500 points, you'd earn $120 in commission. And if they ordered less than 500, for example, you would earn 30% of whatever that is, but you earn 30% on the first order. Our generational unilevel is a really compelling part of the back end of our plan as you start to build kind of a residual base of team of social marketers as well as customers. One of the first things you want to see is our deep generational pay. Now, to kind of give you some context of what this means, the average network marketing or multi-level marketing company would pay 6 to 9 levels of commission. And the way that a level typically works is when someone below you places an order, that actually takes up a level in a traditional network marketing or a multi-level marketing company. Modere doesn't pay on levels. We pay 8 generations of what's called senior consultant. Now, to become a senior consultant, the average senior consultant has 4 to 5 levels of people. In other words, it took them some different, they introduce people who introduce people who introduce people. It takes typically 4 to 5 levels of people to get to become a senior consultant. So as an average, Modere is averaging 32 to 40 levels of commission, where the average MLM pays 6 to 9. So what that means over time is the potential to earn hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands, or in some cases hundreds of thousands of dollars more on the same organization, because it can reach so deep into your team to receive commission on all of those generations of senior consultants. Now, to kind of give you an idea how this works, starting at senior consultant is when you start accessing the generations. You actually access 2 generations. And then as you go across to team leader and senior team leader, you start accessing a 3rd, then a 4th generation, director 1, director 2, a 5th generation, director 3, a 6th generation, elite 1 is you get 7 generations, and then elite 2, you pick up the 8th, and elite 3, the 8th generation, and you start earning more commission as you go on elite 3. You'll notice on the far right, the 4 and more bonus. What does that mean? This starts at elite when you hit elite. But when you have 4 different legs or more, so in other words, not just 3 legs, you can max the plan out with 3. But if you build some width in your organization, you build a new team and a new team and a new frontline team, you start building more width in your organization, the company will actually pay you an extra 4% on all of the revenue that team generates. So on those teams, you'll make between 8 to 11% commission on your 4 and more team once you hit elite. This is a really important reason to build more stability, more strength. It's like my mentor said to me, how many tires do you have on your car? I said, I have 4. He goes, no, you have 5. You have 4 and a spare. In your organization, you don't want to only have 3 legs, even though you can max out the plan with 3 legs. You make more money if you have that 4th leg and the 5th leg and the 6th leg. So you start to build some more strength and more stability in your organization and more profit centers in your organization. Our team builder bonus is a bonus that actually incentivizes you for building teams. So what happens is you become a team leader and you start to earn $100 cash bonus. Senior team leader, $200. Director 1, between 5 and Director 3, $1,500. And then Elite 1 to Elite 3 is actually kicks into our leadership development bonus, which we'll talk about here in a moment. Now you'll notice that in the middle here, the organizational enrollment points, what that means is this, is that a percentage of your volume has to come from people that you personally enrolled. It can't be from just a volume that was potentially placed in your organization. It has to come from someone that you personally enrolled. From them down, it is what's considered your enrollment organizational points. Our promoter development bonus is a really powerful way to incentivize you for helping people to build on the promoter side of the plan. So as they rank advance through the promoter side, you actually earn additional commission. So as you're helping them to build really large customer pods. In Modere, we average 10 customers for every one social marketer. In the promoter side, you'll earn between $10 to up to $300 a month commission on all of the pods in your team. And this bonus is paid monthly, and this bonus actually stacks as you rank advance. So let me give you an example how this could work. Let's say that down here at the very bottom is a silver. A silver is on the promoter side of the plan. Above them, they were enrolled by someone who became a team leader on the builder side. They were enrolled by someone who became a director, enrolled by someone that became an elite. Now you'll notice here on the right side, it has the titles. The promoter development bonus starts with silver and above. And then it has the team leaders, directors, and elites. These are the people that are going to qualify for commission when this happens. So let me give you an example. If a team leader enrolls someone who becomes a silver on the promoter side, in other words, that's their rank, is they become a silver. That team leader gets a $10 bonus. The director above them gets a $10 bonus, and the elite above them gets a $10 bonus. Now let me give you another example to show you how this stacks. Let's say that a director enrolls someone and they help them get to the top of the promoter side of the plan, which is called Platinum 3. How is that paid out? The way that it works is the director would earn the director bonus plus the team leader bonus. And the reason they would earn both is because there's no team leader in between them and that Platinum 3. And then the elite would still be paid their 100. If you were the elite, you would get paid all 3 of these bonuses. This is another powerful bonus to encourage you to help your teams to build their customer bases and their customer pods. Probably the most dynamic part of our bonus structure and our compensation plan is in the very back end of our compensation plan, which is our leadership development bonus. This is a percentage of all of the unilevel earnings of everyone in your team that you can actually earn a check match on all of their unilevel checks. So let me walk you through how this leadership development bonus works. I'm going to do my best to kind of break this down for you. Let's say that you become an Elite 3. Now remember, Elite 3 is the top rank of our compensation plan. On the builder side, you're the very top. This is a happy day. We have many elites that have earned millions and millions of dollars in commissions, but this is a very exciting place to be on the Elite 3. The average is probably somewhere between $25,000 to upwards of over $100,000 a month as far as monthly earnings. Now, under you, you have an Elite 3. You actually have someone in your organization that also becomes Elite 3. You would receive a 22% check match on their monthly residual unilevel check. So if that, just for the sake of an illustration, I'm not trying to make an income claim, but for the sake of an illustration, if their monthly generational unilevel check was $50,000 a month, you'd make an $11,000 match on that check. Below that person, let's just say is an Elite 2, you'd make a 20% match. Elite 1, 18%, D3, 16%, Director 2, 14%, Director 1, 12%, all the way down to 10% earnings on all of the team leaders in that entire business. Now remember, there could be hundreds of team leaders or thousands, or in some cases tens of thousands of team leaders, and you're receiving 10% of all of those checks within that organization. Now, here's what's so cool. This is one generation. That's you become an Elite 3, and then you have one generation of Elite 3. So let's take all of that second Elite 3, that one that shows the 22%, let's take all of that and collapse it into one. So it says we took their whole organization, opened it up. So let's take that entire generation of Elite 3s. You actually check match on 2 generations of Elite 3s per person that you enroll. So every time you enroll a brand new person, you're eligible for up to 2 generations of check matching per Elite 3s. Elite 3 is the top of the plan. So if the day comes where you have 2 Elite 3s down one of your enrollment legs, that's a pretty awesome day, right? And so every single time you enroll someone, you're eligible for 2 generations of Elite 3s down each enrollment leg. This is part of what's driven such big earnings in the Modere compensation plan, where you have people that are earning a ton of money on these customer pods, but then also building generational wealth on the back end of the plan with this leadership development bonus. This is a quick overview. You can download our PDF and get all of the additional details. But the Modere compensation plan is designed to create a home for anyone, people with unique skill sets, unique strengths, that they can learn this plan and learn to thrive within the plan. Thank you for your time and attention. I look forward to meeting you in person soon.